Hello and welcome to this video introduction to Profound Decisions Empire Larp. Now it's possible that Empire is going to be your first taste of LARP ever. If so, allow me to quickly summarize. LARP stands for Live-Action Roleplay. It's a kind of roleplay game where you create a character and go on epic, or just perhaps epically ridiculous adventures, but instead of using a controller or rolling a die, you physically act as your character, role-playing everything you'd imagine they'd say or do in any given circumstance. Now from a distance it looks pretty ridiculous, and that's because it is. Or at the very least, potentially complicated. Now, it's one thing being the confused dog walker passing by, but when you're experiencing it, when you're fully immersed in it, it's truly a unique experience. And the best part is that anybody can do it, because you don't actually need to fully understand LARP to give it a go. All you need is a little self-confidence and determination to see you past the initial learning curve. When you're staying for a full event, there are three main options for sleeping arrangements. You can book to stay in a nearby hotel, sleep in the out-of-character area, or you can sleep in character in the Anvil portion of the field. If you plan to sleep in a tent, practice putting it up and taking it down again at least once before you arrive. Trust me, this will save you from any nasty surprises, especially if you've bought the tent second-hand and don't know if it's missing a few pieces. For your sleeping gear, make sure you have lots of layers beneath you. The more separation from the ground, the warmer you'll be. Bring a flask or water skin to carry around to help you stay hydrated. You can refill them by using the water taps scattered around the field. As for washing, there are showers available, but also be sure to bring lots of wet wipes and deodorant to keep the stink at bay. If you're planning to go on the Friday, aim to arrive a few hours before time in at 6 PM. However, if you have the time to arrive early on the Thursday, it's £5 extra for the entry fee, but it's absolutely worth it, because then you can come and help people set up, and you can meet up with your friends and even make some new ones before everybody goes into character. Once you're set up, what do you do until time in? There's a lot of things you can do. First of all, you can go find the game's operation desk, or GOD, as it's called for short. This is the place where you can pick up your character pack, which includes your resources and your character sheet. Once you've got your pack, you can go and attend the new player introduction, which is at 4 PM every Friday at the hub tent. It's here that you'll meet some of the player help crew, as well as the other players who are also here for their first event. You'll get a reminder of the main plot, have a quick introduction to each nation, and you'll also have the chance to ask any questions that you may have. You can also pick up a cheat sheet of all the game's core rules regarding combat, safety, and any other miscellaneous game mechanics. So it's 6 PM, and it's time in, and the game has officially begun! So where do you go? What do you do? It can be a little bit difficult sometimes to get started and get engaged with what's going on, but here's some tips on how to make it a little bit easier. To start things off, you can go out and look for your nation's egregore. Egregores are characters that are directed by the Empire crew, and they're sort of like the embodiments or the spirits of each nation. And one of their jobs is to help new players find their feet and help them get into the game. They're like each nation's mascot, but they're magic. So they're magic mascots. Just don't call them mascots in-game, I don't think they'll appreciate that. Secondly, you can make researching the skills that you're interested in your objective for the day. At character creation, you'll remember that you don't actually have to spend all of your experience points straight away. What you can do is hold on to a few, or save them all, and then go out into the field and discover what aspects of the game interest you the most. You can also try apprenticing for an established player. The player characters that run the Empire, like the senators, the generals, the archmages, they're usually incredibly busy. But if you can help them, even just by running simple messages or finding people for them, you'll find that this quickly draws you into the political game of Empire. You can also find out about all the meetings that are going on at Empire. From the bourse auctions for the traders, to the conclave for the magic users, there are meetings catering to each and every aspect of gameplay. Even if you have no idea what anybody's talking about, it's worth going to these meetings because that's where you can start making connections with people. Finally, and this is the big one, go out and talk to people. Go to bars, go sit in camps. Just walk up and talk to people you think look interesting. And with that, from me, all of the players, and all of the Profound Decisions crew, welcome to Empire.